again. This is Oil for Laughs. I have a message for someone today. The message is in the form of a question. Do you know your season? What season are you in? We all need to be asking God, what is our season? So this message is for somebody who's possibly dating or waiting on a marriage promise from God, and you are trying to make it happen on your own strength, or you're in the dating process and yet you're wanting to push it into the marriage process a little too soon. There are seasons for everything. So there's a dating season or courting season, then there's an engagement season, then there's a marriage season. There's a season and step for everything. And when we jump ahead and get out of season and start wanting it sooner, I believe it's an open door, because it's disobedience, because we're not doing what God's wanting us to do. We're pushing ahead. We're going too fast. We need to slow down. I know we live in a world where everything is quick and fast food mentality, and we need to slow down. And I'm guilty of it. I still struggle with it. But the message today is slow down and know your season. Talk to God about your season and enjoy the season that you're in. So what comes to mind is, I remember reading it one time that a child, like a toddler that's getting ready to walk, there's certain seasons. So they start from on their back or their tummy, and then they wiggle till they roll over, and then they step. That's their season, and then they they roll over, and then they get on their knees, right? And then they start scooting and they start to crawl, and then they're up on their hands and their knees, and then they're walking on their hands and their knees. Then they start reaching up, and they reach up on things, and they start pulling themselves up, and then they start walking. All these seasons are very important, and they have done studies that have said that it actually affects their brain, and that every stage that they're in helps their brain grow too. So they're learning something at every single season. They're literally learning something in each one of those steps, and it's a growing process, not just for their body but for their mind and what they need to learn. And I read that if a baby goes from one step to just all of a sudden walking, they don't crawl. Let's say they just stand up and take off. And this has happened. They say that they miss a vital part of their growing stage. So that's what comes to mind in this walk with God and, this marriage journey, is we have to get what we need to be fed out of each season. And we can't go to the next season if we haven't been fed what we need in that season. So it's just so important. I was just praying this morning, God, show me my season. Let me be sure of my season. Let me get what I need out of this season before I go to my next season. This is important to pray and ask God, am I ready for my next season? Am I prepared for it? So we need to slow down. We need to trust the Lord. Enjoy the process. I was thinking of my daughter today. She is in a dating season, and she's just hurry. But when you're young and you're excited, and I was thinking that I needed to have this talk with her about how important it is to just enjoy that dating season and not get into anything that's reserved for the marriage season. I think you know what I'm saying. So I hope this blesses somebody and helps somebody today. Until I come on again. See you later. Bye-bye.